What is up, everyone? I'm Dan from Sonic Flow Audio, and today I'm going to be time aligning some microphones on a drum set. This is not performance time aligning, this is time aligning in terms of phase and polarity. Phase being a function of time, and polarity is 180 degrees out of phase. Is what we call polarity. Normally done electronically, but you can also recreate the process, for example, on a snare top and a snare bottom. That would be considered out of polarity. We say out of phase a lot, um, but really that's out of polarity. Phase would be like a kick in and a kick out mic being different distances away from, say, the beater. That mic is 6 inches away and the second mic is 18 inches away. That is a function of time. That is phase. So I'd like to play these drum tracks. I got a light volume mix on this. These are just the mics going right into the interface. Here we go. Cool. So home recording. I recorded those just feet away here on my drum set. You have a kick in, a kick out. I'll show you why I have overheads here in a minute. Snare top, snare bottom, tom 1, tom 2, tom 3, hat, and haul. The first thing that we're going to want to do is get these as aligned as we can by hand. And what I mean by that is we can adjust with polarity, adjusting the phase 180 degrees. We can also adjust time. So we're going to zoom in on some of these waveforms here, and we're going to pick an anchor. I like using the overheads as the anchor, which is why I have the overheads in between kick and snare, so I can easily see the transients when I pull them up. I'm actually going to also be using this to zoom in and out, as well as kind of set levels here. So I'm going to zoom in and out. I'm going to zoom in on this first waveform, which is kick in and kick out. A little more vertical zoom. And so we can see that our overheads here that are highlighted have a positive transient starting right here. That's the very first impact of the kick. Our kick out is in phase. Our kick in is 180 degrees out of phase. It's out of polarity. For whatever reason, I bought that microphone used. I think it had some work done on it, and I believe it was wired incorrectly. But that is the case with this microphone. So we need to go to pull up a gain plugin. It does say phase invert. I like to consider this polarity invert. It is phase inversion, but it continues some confusion amongst engineers, which can go on for a lifetime. So now that we have these, the computer sees this all as a positive function. Let's find a snare hit and do the same thing. Got our overheads. This time we're going to go to our snare. Our overheads are here. You can actually see that my overheads are just slightly out from each other. I mean, that is a half an inch, probably, where we're zoomed in right now. And you can see positive function on the overheads, our positive function with the snare, which I think could be moved over a little bit. And then our negative function, snare bottom. Right. I'm going to engage those two, and you can hear the difference. Then, no punch. Now we're getting somewhere. But it can be better. Now I'm going to pull up an instance of auto align on each one of these microphones. I've already done this once or twice, so these are old readings. I'm going to let this run. You hit align, and then you play it through the plugin, and it's going to do its math. Now it's going to align those. This is what I expect to see. It's all the correction that it's doing. It kind of makes a clip and like a blip when you turn it off and on when it's playing, so I'm just going to have to go back and forth relatively quickly. But you will hear the same part of the drum set over and over. So here's without it, and then with. Hopefully you can hear that that is a lot more focused. There's a little more punch to the drums. There's more fidelity in the low end. And then normally I would bake what we just did in and then take all of this processing off. So you just have it baked into the track. The last thing I want to talk about is my hallway microphone. I want to play what the drums sound like without it, and then I will use my fader here to slowly pull it in. And I want to show you what a good hallway mic can do for your sound. Hopefully you can hear that air moving. I really like that, but I think we can go a little further with it. Let's add a, I don't even know what this is. It's just a crazy preamp from Kush. I think it's his like Tweak TWK preamp. And then let's go with some SSL bus compression. Really fast attack, fast release. Let's crank this up to like 10-1. And we'll back off on the mix and then slowly bring that in. I'll turn all this off. I'll get the hallway mic to where you can hear it. And then we'll bring in the rest of the stuff. Okay. And here's the preamp. Already adding a lot of high harmonics that are smooth. And then let's turn on the SSL and slowly mix this in. Nice and roomy. It's the real air. You can't beat it. Hope you enjoyed that video. Like and subscribe. Suggest what other things that you'd like to see on this channel. I've just kind of been all over the place with live sound and recording. So yeah, if you'd like to see something, say something, and I'd be happy to make it happen. Take care, everybody.